What's up there, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Derail Valley. So last time we brought 3 heavy orders here to Coal Power Plant. Today we're going to be making some progress and we're going to be getting these locos manually serviced and a couple of other things that are going to be super exciting. Please do grab yourself a drink. I've got my coffee here. Let's hit the rails. Right then, guys, I've got my coffee at the ready here. It's got a little bit of sugar in there. How do you like yours? Today, we're going to be running up to Machine Factory in town with our consist. Well, first things first, we have got 3 locos here with the slug, but we do have one other loco over here that we want to include. The reason for this is actually, yes, we have got to pay to manually service our own locos, but we need to manually service these as well, because otherwise it's going to cost us twice as much. We already know that the fees for servicing these Derail Valley owned trains when we're renting them is twice as much as what it is if we do it ourselves. In fact, I switched the electrics off on this train because we had every intention of just leaving it here. So let's put these back on. So yeah, we'll get these manually serviced, and then I want to focus on finding the last 2 locos in the restoration project. So we know, switch off the parking brake here. We know where one of them is. We know that one of them is at City West. So the big steamer. So we know fine well where that is, but what we have left is a DE2 to find. Now, what that means is, if we think about it in terms of how many runs we're going to need to Machine Factory in town to collect parts, we have got an odd number of items left to collect. And by the way, guys, if you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm bringing this one over to the rest of our consist, but I'm not going to do it directly. I'm going to reverse it. I'm going to tell you why, because I want this DE6 backed onto the other DE6 over there. And if you're wondering why, it's because I'm aware that although we have great plans, those plans change if we find, for example, some really heavy stuff to take at Machine Factory in town. Then what I want to do is make sure that we have our locos set up as we'd want them. So before I do that, actually, yeah, this one's already in reverse. Wonder why that's in reverse. Oh no, we were running it in reverse at the end of our consist. Yeah, it was over there and then we drove it in forward. That's exactly what we did. Right, so currently, if we look on here, our locos are here, facing this way outwards. We're going to pull forward and then reverse up here to Machine Factory in town. This loco was here. We've driven her forward. We're going to reverse around here and then back her up to here so that she reverses onto the other locos. So that's the plan as far as this goes. Now, like I was saying, we're going to drive them up to Machine Factory in town and manually service. We'll pay to have them manually serviced and get all that done there. Well, we pay to have them manually serviced. We're going to do it. So we're paying for the stuff, the fuel, the repairs and all that stuff. But what we're then going to do is drive either the rail car or the trailer that we need from City South up to Machine Factory in town, because like I said, we've got an odd number of locos left to restore and only 2 trailers by which or means of transporting goods from Machine Factory in town. So what I'm saying is we've got 3 locos left to finish. We've got 2 to find, but we've only got 2 ways of delivering those things. So what I'm saying is we need to go and do one run to Machine Factory in town separately, which we'll have to do at some point anyway, to grab the boiler that we've already ordered. And then when we find the last 2 locos, we can do one run with the rail car and the special trailer for collecting those items, and that will be us done in terms of our restoration. Otherwise, we'll end up with an odd number left outstanding, and that will be odd. In other words, we'll have to do it anyway, so we might as well do it at this point in time. I didn't leave a great deal of clearance here, did I? I'm assuming there's enough space to fit by there. There is. It's our flag that's sticking out. It's tight though. Oh, just missed it. So yeah, when we run up to Machine Factory, I'm hoping that the DH4's got enough power on its own to push these up here, up the hill. The only thing is it is prone to overheating, as we well know. We've experienced it many times. So yeah, we'll have to keep a close eye on that. So here we are, we're backing up here. One thing that we've never done is gone out this way yet, and there's not a great deal to do. In fact, from Coal Power Plant Iron Ore Mine West, well, it's if you actually get a run of that, which we haven't as of yet. Good chunk. Right, we'll manually connect this. Might as well. And we'll connect that as well. So what we've got now is, I'll show you from a distance. So it looks right. We've got back-to-back. Oh, come on. Why isn't that one facing the right way? Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, well, it's alright. It means that... Yeah, what we would do is... Yeah, okay. What I was thinking is... DH4... D6 this direction with the slug. D6 that direction and D6... Sorry, D6 at this pointing this way and D6 pointing that way. Back to back. But yeah, we haven't got that. We've got DH4, D6 pointing this way, slug... D6 pointing that way, and then we've got another D6 pointing that way, which I guess we would use at the back of a consist if we just happen to find something at Machine Factory in town that we fancy. But for now, I'm going to shut this girl down. I'm going to cut that out, and basically I'm going to release these other parking brakes because obviously they're going to be on. We didn't put them on, but the game likes to put them on when you've saved, or if you're overnight, it does it as well. Right, let's fire this girl up. We're probably going to have to connect this up. Oh no, we're not. We could have done it with that machine. Okay, we'll release brakes, and we need to take off the parking brake, which you've actually remembered to do this time for once. We've still got a flashing light. It's because of that. And we are rolling forward anyway. Now, is she going to manage? We shouldn't have any squeaking from any brakes. But she's got a lot of weight here now to pull this little DH4. Got a feeling she might need a little hand up this hill, like. She's doing all right, though. Yeah, we won't let her go too fast because she's heading downhill here now, so she's just going to gain speed. I'm going to throw this switch because, although we could go in there because we are going up to Machine Factory, I'll throw it in the event that we're coming back this way and not going into coal power plant because it's unlikely that we would be. Oh my days. I'm forever getting stuck in these D6s. There we go. Alright, so when we get to Machine Factory, that power there is literally just holding her where she is. One sec. She doesn't want to move. It's like when you're in a car and you're holding the car on a hill on the clutch, which you shouldn't really do, to be fair. But that first notch of power was literally just holding her still. Yeah, she's struggling. Although she is moving now. Right, we'll quickly check our switches here. See what speed she gets up to while we're doing that. So, yeah, we want to be heading over here to the manual service, which is in here, where the where the turntable is. So left, and that'll take us into there. Yeah, she's struggling. She's actually losing speed now. So what we'll do is we've established that these girls don't like being started up when they're moving. But let's see if this one will handle it. Oh, there we go. A little help from our friends, a little bit of support there, and she's all action now. Oh, why? Oh, the slug is also active, as you can hear. Lovely to hear, actually, because she's connected to the D6. Obviously, you don't get that when the remote MUs are operational because they override the MU leads. But yeah, I mean, what I did want to say, somebody mentioned in the comment section, and I'm not pointing out, you know, I'm not saying this to point out errors or whatever, or because I'm trying to be clever. I actually had to go and take another look at it myself because I wasn't 100% sure. But the slug does have dynamic brakes. And somebody said, oh, how is that possible when it doesn't have an engine? It doesn't have a diesel engine. And they said, oh, well, so there's a difference. It doesn't have engine braking as per the DM3. And for reference, I'm not entirely too sure how the dynamic brake works in the DH4. I assume it's similar to the DE6, where it generates electricity, obviously using the engine, and then that electricity is then used to operate the dynamic brake system. So with the slug, because the slug doesn't have an engine, it takes its electricity from the DE6, then the dynamic brakes are operational because it takes its electricity from the DE6. So it does have them, and it does make a difference, and I've checked a couple of different places for that. It's in the game wiki. The one place I didn't check actually is the actual game manual, although I don't know whether that's even official. Does anybody know? Right, let's open up discussions anyway in the comments section. Start a war if you want about it in terms of you know, arguments for and against whether the slug has dynamic brakes or not. I believe it does. Okay, hopefully that's as clear as mud. We are running round to the left here. We've got a number of DE6s in here. Just imagine how many DE6s you could have in a consist with all this going on. So I can see 2 from here. A DE2 and a DH4. And what's that there? Steam train. So we haven't driven a steam train yet as part of this run through, so I don't know, maybe we might use it here, but we'll see. I don't want to speak too soon. Right, for now guys, we're running in here, which we should be straight in here, I think, for the servicing. I can't see the servicing option actually. Hold on. Don't tell me it's not here. Because that... Oh no, it is. It's hidden away. Right, perfect. Right, all we need is one of the locos to be in here. I was sure that was here. I was like, eh? Where's it gone? Still got a tiny bit of brake on there as well. So we should hear a ping when she's in place. There we go. Right, so there we go guys. So what we'll do is, if I can actually do it without getting caught in one of the cabs. I don't know why that started happening so much. Shut this girl down. And this one if we can hit the right button. And we've got train brake on, so we shouldn't be going anywhere. But everything is now ready to be serviced now. Even though this DH4 isn't actually in the service bit, the furthest away, we should still be able to operate, service all 3 because they're all connected together. Service all 5 even. And as you can see there, there's 5 of 5 in terms of available options. So this one here will be the DH4. Did I say DH3? DH4, I'm so confused with the numbers now. Right, the DH4 doesn't have an electrical powertrain, so I know for a fact that that is L008. In fact, just to prove it, let's just have a quick look. Yeah, L008, that's our girl. So let's hop up here. Right, so basically we have got 683,000 in our wallet, so no worries as far as money goes. So what we'll do is just quickly run through each of these. She doesn't need any sand. Unplug diesel. Ah, yeah. Oh, again, caught out with that one. It's happened. I keep doing this, right? Okay, let's... If we plug that in, we can refuel all of our locos, but obviously we're going to be doing one at a time. So... there we go. So our DH4 cost 9.6 thousand. Right, next one. This will be our own DE6, I believe. Let's have a look. Yeah, 077. Not much in terms of repair. Bit of oil. No sand. It's going to be fuel for this one. So currently so far we're up to 18.7, so not too bad really, considering how much money we made off that last run. Right, this C040, I believe, is the slug. Yeah. So let's repair an electrical powertrain. She obviously doesn't have fuel. She does have sand though. So we did the wheels as well. So 23,000. Now these are our 2 rented vehicles for the time being, our rented locos. So not a great deal of damage. Oil is going in. Fuel. So we're up to 29.4 thousand. And then lastly, this, I think it'll be this one. 072, yeah. So there we go. 33.5, so that's not too bad. So there we go. All locos manually serviced. Right then, guys, so the next step for me in this journey is to go and get the rail car or the trailer with a loco from City South, because what I want to do is grab that and then run our entire consist, which will probably be just these 2 with the slug, because they belong to us, back to City South with the boiler that we bought, so that we are ready for that. And we will try and find oh look, trams, they're big money. We will, oh, some more trams. We will try and find the other locos on the way back. Does that sound like a plan? But firstly, I just want to take a look and see what jobs are going here. So we've got there's always shunting going, isn't there? City West, empty cars, Harbour Town. So that's a freight haul, 31,000. Another one, 31,000. Good money, but maybe not as much as what we could make if we go and do a military job. What's this one? Steel mill. And another Harbour Town, empty cars, that one. So decent money going to Harbour. Those are both steel mill. I can't help but sort these out when I get in here. Another shunting one there. Decent money for shunting if you know, interested. I would definitely consider, if you're just starting this game, getting the shunting license. Got some empty cars to military base over here. And then Harbour military base, military cars. So yeah, you could come and grab those and take them with the trams. That would be a nice little payment of nearly 100,000, well, over 100,000 if you make the time bonus. But for now, guys, I'm going to say thank you for joining me for this video. Bit of a shorter one, bit of a setup for the next one. I don't want to keep my videos too long. So what we've done there is done our manual service and setup there. Next time we'll go and grab either the rail car or the trailer, and we'll come and collect our boiler from here. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed that one. Please do take care of yourselves. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. Hit me with a subscription if you want to see more videos like this. Hit me up in the comment section. And otherwise, guys, I will catch you guys again soon. Please do take care.